day by day. That's how the now 18-year-old woman's lawyer, Dan Gillian, describes his client.
Like most survivors of rape are. I mean, she's just trying to get through this emotional trauma that she has to deal with every day.
Last October, the then 17-year-old went to a Halloween party at this house near San Diego State campus. There, she said she was taken to a back room and repeatedly raped. The woman reported the rape the next day, but SDSU remained silent on the matter until the Los Angeles Times broke the news in June. SDSU said it was asked not to start its own Title IX investigation until San Diego police had completed theirs. That happened at the end of July. Police then handed the case over to the district attorney's office, where it remains today, with no criminal charges filed. Gillian says the DA's office is dragging its feet and his client is not hopeful charges will be filed.
But she's really not expecting much out of the criminal justice system anymore.
His client has filed a civil lawsuit naming Matt Ariza, Nowlin Iwaliko, and Xavier Leonard as her attackers. All three were on the Aztec football team at the time. Ariza was drafted by the Buffalo Bills in April, but was cut from the team when news broke of the lawsuit. The other two are no longer an SDSU football roster. Mark Denise is a former prosecutor who tried his fair share of rape cases in nearly 10 years with the DA's office. He says they are complicated and the DA's office won't be pressured to file charges until it is ready.
I would imagine that they're wanting to get it out with as much diligence as possible. I think there's also the mounting pressure that the victim needs their day in court as well. And I know that the DA's office are well aware of that, and the sex crime unit is very sensitive to that.
He thinks ultimately the DA will file charges. Matt Ariza's attorney, however, doesn't think any charges will be filed against his client.
And now, after what I've learned over the past several weeks, I'm not so sure that charges will even be filed against anybody else.
Armstrong says Ariza will file a response to his accuser's civil lawsuit within the next 10 days. Attorneys for Iwaliko and Leonard have not returned calls seeking comments. Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.